It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Monday, everybody. I've got some new hero information for you on the Hero Wars mobile version of the game. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to LoadRunner for data mining the images that we're about to show you. And then additionally, I want to give a shout out to Christine J, I believe, for converting the Russian Cyrillic into English. We've got one picture of the shop, and then we've got a nice screen grab of all four of Xe'Sha's skills. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not really sure on that just yet. We're not going to make the mistake again where we don't know how to pronounce Kark and we just assign him his own nickname. We will wait and find out the proper pronunciation and go from there. So first of all, the store is exactly like every other event store that we've ever seen. You have the chest here, the event chest, which will have some list of items in it, which will be good or bad. We'll take a look at that whenever we have more information. We'll definitely share it. We have various items that you can purchase for this chaos currency. A lot of this, by the way, is reskinned from the Facebook and web version of the game. This is actually the main protagonist for the pet events on the browser version of the game. Kind of interesting that they're using her as a hero on this version of Hero Wars. Maybe it's possible that she will be the upcoming hero on Hero Wars Facebook and web as well. There is a ongoing story with her and the Valkyries and the Emperor and all of that, but I'm not going to get into her lore too much here. We don't see the entire shop. Obviously, there's going to be more than just these blue, green, and violet items. I would imagine that there will be some nice orange items for purchase as well. Whenever we see it, whenever we have an idea of what's in this otherworldly chest, we'll absolutely talk about it. But of course, you can buy Xe'Sha herself. For 10,000 of whatever currency this is, we could summon her in. And the fact that she's got 4 stars here makes me think that they're kind of getting away from the summon and then get her soul stones from the chest like we had in a previous event. So I don't know exactly how they're going to handle this. And by the way, all of this is subject to change. And additionally, we don't know when this is going to happen, but we're believing that it's going to happen for the Halloween event or the Halloween festival, whatever that ends up looking like. So let's talk about Xe'Sha or Xe'Sha's skills. Now, I don't know what order these skills are in. I think that I have them in the correct order: gray for the ultimate, then green, blue, and violet. But we can see that she is a middle line mage support. She is a chaos tribe or chaos featured hero. The other chaos heroes are Cleaver, Peppy, Astaroth, Dorian, and of course the reworked Lilith. We do have a upgrade for Cleaver in the works as well. I don't know if that's going to happen at the same time of this event or maybe another event that's going to be featuring Cleaver. Probably going to be along with this if I had to guess. But Death Ray. Xe'Sha draws 3% of the maximum health of other allies who have more than 25% health left. Then she attacks the opponent with the least protection from magic, that's magic defense, and deals damage to them depending on the damage inflicted on the allies. So the amount of damage that she does on that low magic defense hero is based on how much of 3% of the remaining health of the other allies. Very complex skill, very complex. And you're going to see that as a theme in a lot of these other skills. They're kind of complex. If the target is killed, if the enemy target is killed in the process of this attack, the allies get back health double for the damage done. Xe'Sha's base attack deals magic damage and depend on the magic attack. So here we have a modifier very much like Satori. Satori's ultimate basically says that he attacks with magic attack and he does magic damage. All the other heroes, with the exception of I believe Morrigan and Celeste, do physical attack and physical damage with their basic auto attacks. And then you can see here that this skill cannot be copied, which is an interesting thing to put in there, but I think that they're doing this just to make sure that you can't duplicate this ability with Faceless, because I can imagine Faceless with the magic penetration artifact weapon that he has, this would be brutal with that. Just brutal. And doubling the skill level. Oh man, so rip Faceless, I guess. No Faceless in Chaos Tribe teams. Skill number 2, Scarlet Mist. Xe'Sha covers the battlefield with fog for 4 seconds. Fog forces the opponents to miss basic attacks. So this is blind, effectively. And to recap what blind is, if you are blinded, then your physical attacks will miss. You will still do your physical attacks, skills, and basic attacks, but they will miss, okay? They will miss. This is different because this affects the battlefield. This doesn't affect a hero. This affects the battlefield. And why is that important? Well, I believe this is referencing to the fact that a hero like Nebula or Celeste, or in some cases Sebastian, can remove stuns and curses. None of those heroes will be able to remove this ability. Since it's not actually targeting an enemy, no hero that will have a targeted debuff removal will be able to remove this fog. And having a 4-second blind is going to be a nice utility that you can add into a lot of mage teams, or a lot of teams, actually any team, really, if you're going up against a physical team. So we're seeing some non-chaos synergy here. I can't imagine that she's going to be used in a lot of anti-physical teams because of all the tools that we already have available, but new players or those players that just love the new and shiny stuff can absolutely jump on this hero, add them in, counter those Kira, Kark, Daredevil, whatever, physical attacking teams, and you probably can't go wrong with it. Third skill that was translated is growing power. Every time an ally loses health, remember the Chaos Tribe theme is self-damage. Every time an ally loses health from friendly abilities, Xe'Sha gets permanent magic attack bonus of 25% of health lost by an ally. If we take a look at some of the Chaos Tribe heroes and what skills they have that do damage to themselves, if we first take a look at Cleaver, we have Putrefaction here. Deals damage to himself and to the nearest opponents for 5 seconds. That's obviously self-afflicted damage. Astaroth has the Demon's Allegiance ability that maintains a connection with the ally who has the least health left and takes on a part of that physical damage. I'm assuming that's going to count, but I'm not 100% sure. You have Dorian's green ability, which sacrifices a percentage of his own health in order to heal the ally with the lowest health. That's going to be proccing every 12 to 15 seconds. Peppy doesn't really have any self-damage abilities, so she's not going to be included in this list. But we do, of course, have Lilith's new Violet ability, Sacrifice, that will be self-damaging every few seconds as well. So it remains to be seen just how powerful this will stack up. But what I would like to also mention is there are other heroes that do self-damage. Ju is definitely going to be the most prominent one of these. Deals damage to himself while dealing additional damage to an enemy target via pure damage. Now, Ju is not a Chaos hero. Some people think that he should be, but you could include Ju in a Chaos team if you are going to be using Xe'Sha in order to boost that ability, you know, depending on what other heroes you might want to include in your lineup. But you also might want to consider adding in a hero with a magic penetration artifact. Lilith is a great opportunity here. Lilith is a Chaos hero. She's got that magic penetration artifact weapon right here. We don't know what Xe'Sha's artifact weapon is just yet, but if it's not magic penetration, I think that Lilith will be an auto-include in just about every single Xe'Sha or Chaos Tribe team because of that. All of that bonus magic attack isn't going to mean much if you have opponents with a lot of magic defense, which does happen. And then looking back at the final ability of Xe'Sha, we have Otherworldly Power. Xe'Sha infuses the power of other allies, inflicting them damage of 3% of their maximum health. Here again, we see some self-damage, and I'm sure this will activate her other ability, Growing Power, which gains her own magic attack based on allies that do damage to themselves. Inflicting damage of 3% of their maximum health if the health of these allies is above 25%. Heroes filled with power receive a bonus to magic attack for 4 seconds. Chaotic heroes get a double bonus. Now, what other magic attack heroes are there that are Chaos heroes? Well, of the 6, Peppy is a magic attack based hero, obviously a mage. Astaroth, his skills are based on magic attack, but they're not really modified that well. The scaling isn't that great. Still affected by this, getting a nice bonus to magic attack. Lilith, of course, is a nice mage, recently reworked, and Xe'Sha here probably will affect herself, although we won't know for sure. Sometimes these translations get a little wonky, and like I said, we won't know until we see the rest of it. We're going to be talking about this a little bit more later on in my live stream today. I do live stream Monday through Friday. Schedule is going to be on screen now. If you're curious about some of the other Chaos heroes like Lilith or Peppy, then check out some of the videos that I have on screen now. Give those videos a watch, leave a like if you find them helpful, but if not, that's okay too. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.